Have you ever watched an influencer online tell you that, hey, this is a product that changed my life, or this one thing is going to make you happier, prettier, and more confident? Yeah, me too. All the time. But here's what I've learned after a lifetime of listening, observing, and just thinking deeply. Most people forget the magic ingredient in critical thinking. And it's simple, it's invisible, but it changes your perspective on everything. That ingredient is awareness. The awareness that every single person on this planet is different. We have different experiences, different parenting, come from different cultures, different history, different everything. And when you really get that, when you really understand that, you stop trying to copy other people's recipes for life and you start learning how to create your own recipe. So let's talk about ingredients because, if you followed me here for a while, I love thinking about confidence like a recipe, the confidence, how to build it and the different ingredients. And you just take your grit, your moxie, your critical thinking, you stir them together into something that is just uniquely yours because everybody is different. But here's the thing. Every recipe tastes different because every cook is different. We've all got different kitchens, different tools, different starting ingredients, and that's why what works for someone else might not work for you. And critical thinking is what helps you know the difference. It's that taste test moment, the part where you pause, smell the soup, and ask, is this a recipe that I'll really like? Will this recipe work for me? So let's look at the world that we live in right now. Everywhere you scroll, someone is telling you what to buy, what to believe, what to do, or what not to do. And go ahead, drink this for glowing skin. Take this class to manifest your dreams. Buy my course and you'll be more confident. But the truth is, most of these people are either getting paid to say that, or they're just sharing what worked for them. And that doesn't mean that they're lying. It just means that they're human and they're speaking from their lens because we all have different lenses, right? Critical thinking is what helps you step back and just ask some questions. You got to think, what's their motive? I mean, if they're an influencer, they're probably getting paid to promote the product, right? Is this something they actually use? Would this even fit into your life? And what are they gaining if you buy it besides money, right? And that's not cynicism. That's just simply awareness. That's the spice that keeps your mind sharp. And, well, let's admit it, your wallet's safe. So here's an example from my own life. So I was a teen mom. But just because I was a teen mom doesn't mean that other teen moms had the same experience. I mean, I wasn't a black teen mom. I wasn't a poor, I wasn't a rich teen mom, but I wasn't a single teen mom. I was married also. I wasn't battling addiction or illness. I was my version of a teen mom. So when someone says, well, I was a teen mom too, and this is what you should have done, or this is how you should have done, I listen, but I also filter. Their advice might be rooted in pain that I never had or challenges that I never faced. And my advice might not make sense for someone living in a completely different reality. And that's why critical thinking matters. It's not about arguing who's right. It's about realizing that everyone's right from their own view and still having that wisdom to decide what is right for you. That's right, for you. So why does this matter now? Well, this isn't just about online influencers or shopping decision. It's about how we think, how we listen, and how we treat each other, which nowadays might be a little harsh. So critical thinking makes you slower to judge people and quicker to understand. If it helps you, it'll help you stop scrolling and start asking, like, who's talking? And realizing they come from a different point of view. Where are they coming from? Different experiences. what shaped their perspective, they live a totally different life than you. And once you start seeing that, you never look at the world the same again. You're going to start hearing the story beneath the story. And that's where the truth usually resides. So how do you use this magic ingredient in your everyday life? Well, you're going to want to start small. When you see a post, a product, a trend, pause. Just pause and ask yourself, what do I know about this person? I mean, if they're an influencer, we know some big ones like KK. I won't say her name because I don't want to give her credit. Influences so many people. What might they gain from sharing this? Well, you know. And does this fit with who I am or who I'm trying to be? Or is somebody else? And that's how critical thinkers protect their peace and their paychecks. You stop letting the world tell you who to be, and you start trusting your own judgment. You stop following everybody else's recipe, and you start creating your own and seasoning it the way that fits you and who you are. So yeah, critical thinking has a lot of ingredients: curiosity, logic, reflection. But the magic one, the one that ties it all together, truly, it's understanding that every person's recipe is different. Everybody's different. And that's not something to fear. It's actually something to celebrate, because when you know that, you stop comparing yourself to others and you start thinking. And that's when you begin to know yourself. So before you take advice, you click buy, or you follow the next life hack, remember this. You, my friend, you are the cook. You are the chef. You decide the ingredients, the flavor, what spices to add. And that, my friend, is where real confidence begins.